Okay, so this is a thing that I've been meaning to do for quite some time now, because my machine, and I also have a bit of a cold, so if you see, or you can't see this because there is no webcam, of course you can't see it, but if you hear sniffles during the whole thing. So the idea here is that my machine can actually capture what I see on the screen, and that includes games, and as you can see I'm moving my mouse around, I can draw inappropriate shapes very quickly. And this is a game that I've been meaning to show you for quite some time, because I find it a very compelling world, and it's actually kind of pretty. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get into it, and if you like it, we'll do more, and if you don't like it, we won't do some more. I think that's entirely reasonable. I mean, I finished this thing like a dozen times already, but whatever, right? And I just realized that you can't see my hand gestures because, again, you can't see anything, so I need to make sure that I don't do that. Okay, new game. This one is the original one. Here we go. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Yes, there's a lot of Christian imagery in this game. Bear with me. My hand hovers over the escape key to skip
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
And gave me sniffles, apparently.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption.
So they were.
They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn.
Yes, they did. The black guys with the white eyes are the bad guys.
They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
It's kind of impressive how they fight with like a dozen men against hundreds. They win because they're Yes.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
Maybe.
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Notice that the blood graphics are fairly impressive.
May even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon.
Now you think this was the good guy. And you would be correct.
Maker, help us all.
Very ominous. Now for this particular session, I think I'm just going to do the first tutorial, see how it works out. I am recording at 180p and 30 FPS because YouTube downscales, whatever. Right, let's see. Should we be male or should we be female? That's a good question. I have no idea. I think because that guy looks like a schmuck, we'll go with the female. At least she looks palatable. And we can be either a human, an elf, which is... she's got the ear. Humans don't have ears. warriors, they have like regular holes on their side of this. And we can be a stocky little dwarf. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at stocky little dwarf is that? Look at that. I think we will be an elf because reasons. Could also be a human. It really doesn't quite matter. These guys get more willpower and magic, and I kind of want to do like a mage run because those are a little bit more fun to watch. So let's go for an elf and let's go for a mage, shall we? Look at that. And now it's a bit of an interesting thing about this game is that your gender and your race and your class and your background sort of determine how the game is going to go, at least to an extent. I mean, always. It's not that branched, but it's got a little bit of branching to it. Wow, I got the sniffles. Obviously, your gender influences a lot of things, but for instance, if I was like, say, a warrior, then I could be a Dalish elf and a warrior with a bow. Or I could be a city elf, in which case I have 2 swords, for instance. But I can't be from the tower anymore. If I'm a dwarf, and if I'm a warrior or a rogue, obviously they're kind of interchangeable because they're not magic users. Magic is a little bit important in this game, for reasons that will become clear then. I could either be a noble, which is a much different experience than being a commoner. They treat you like dirt, they treat you like a king. They try to kill you, in both cases, but still. So we're gonna go like this. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. And you can only be a mage if you, like, go to the school of magi or whatever. Right, that's a good thing.
Greetings.
Greetings, yes, yes, okay. Let's look at the presets, shall we? She looks a little bit anemic. Ugh. Jaundice. Better. It's not so bad, actually. A little bit too, you know, you haven't returned your books on time. Kind of librarian feel to it, but we'll go with it. Okay. Not so bad. Bald. Yes. So instead of looking like an elf, you look like a goblin. This is actually the most, like, I think that's like the most human face. Well, okay, you know what? We'll go for this one. I think that's more reasonable. There we go. It's got a bit of a hooked nose, but I can get away with that. Skin. Yes, we can be, well, that old. I like to be around the block a few times. I've got a little bit of complexion to it. Could be a little bit of darker of skin. I'm actually kind of fan of also like a darker hue. That makes more sense to me. We can have red blush. I'm not a huge fan of makeup, so saw that. Tattoos. I like tattoos. That's hideous. That's even more hideous. That's a little bit better. Let's not do that. Look at all the hairs that I can have. Boldness. I could also even have a buzz cut. That's wonderful. Let's not do that though. Since I have short hair now, I think we'll do like this. That's a great idea. Kind of like her eyes, except for the green eyeliner. Can I change that, I wonder? Can I change eye color? Yes, I can. I can have red eyes. Let's do that. Or I can have pink eyes. That's even better. Why can't I? Eyeshadow color. There we go. That's... Can I? There. Shit. There we go. There's no more eyeshadow nonsense. I'm happy about this. And I'm happy with the mouth. Happy with the ears. The portrait. Yes, this is the portrait, by the way. Well, let's have like a regular sort of portrait like this. We can have a background, and my nose is leaking like faucet right now. Much better. There we are. I think that's. I like blues. Let's go for blues. We can also have an expression. She's smiling. She's kind of leering. That looks like a driver's license photo. That's good. We'll go with this one, I think. And then name. We'll do this. No. No. There we go, that's better. I keep forgetting that everything I do is being recorded, so this will be used as evidence against me. I'm okay with this. We're doing magic, so magic is important. All of these are little attributes that are a thing. What this game doesn't quite do as well is the, like for instance, as a mage, you'll never want to put points in strength, ever. So, maybe that's the thing. We have skills. I like persuading people. Points, and you can see there's quite a bit of magic available for us to take early on. This is like just the standard mage stuff. These are your fireballs, your freezes, your lightning shocks, your stone fists. Good stuff, good stuff. This is your healing and your buffs. This is your anti-magic stuff. I do apologize for my nose. That was not in the plan when I tried to do this. This is your sort of evil, dark, death, magic-y stuff, which is allowed, apparently. I am a huge fan of exploding things, so I think we're gonna go for that. Yes. There we go. Flame burst. That sounds like a terrible idea. Please select difficulty level. I can do this on any difficulty level, but for the ease of going through this quickly, because my machine can crash halfway through and that would not be nice, I'm gonna do it on hard and not nightmare. Yes. Heading on to this game.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Kallenhard
Yes.
stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the Harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the Harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
Okay then. So we're basically in Hogwarts, but they butcher you if... Go away, Sunset Shimmer. Go away. Go away, thank you. Right, as I was saying, we're in Hogwarts, and if we try to pull a Harry Potter, they murder us. Excellent. What happens if I cannot defeat the demon?
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you. This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The Harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
Okay then. Well, if the game says I'm ready, I'm kind of ready. Didn't quite have a lot of opportunity to tweak my character. And... blue things are happening. And so this is where the game begins. Isn't it wonderful? Now you may notice that it's a little bit of a crowded sort of... Go away. This is all the nonsense DLC that came when you buy this game on Steam. It's actually running fairly smoothly, and I have no idea if it's still recording or not, so I'm just gonna check really quickly to see if it is. And it was, excellent. I unfortunately don't have the editing software to edit that out. This is a fairly janky recording. So we're going to go, phase of healing. This is the, this is DLC stuff, don't mind this, we'll get rid of it as soon as opportunity. Some stuff. This is my inventory. As you can see, I have shimmering orbs of light that can heal me. And this is my map. Uh-oh, stuff's happening. What is that? That is a thing. Why is it... Ow, that hurts. Okay, get close.
It shall be done.
Right. So, some important things to note about how this game works is that the idea is that I can control my character and my camera like this, but it's very much like a tactical sort of RPG. Like, I can aim like this. Combat happens in real-ish
It is
time.
begun. I shall do
I'm just
it.
gonna off these rates really quick, but they're not supposed to be able to challenge me.
It shall be done.
There we go. Wonderful. That is the fiery thing that we have. It's working beautifully.
As you say.
It's annoying, but we're gonna. I actually don't know how the sound levels are. You have to let me know.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
It's not right that we're doing it to a mouse. You're a talking rat.
You think you're really here? In that body? You look like that because you think you do. It's always the same. But it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me... well, Mouse.
I'd rather call you a rat.
No. I don't remember anything from... before. The Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim. And you don't have much time before you end up the same.
Okay, well, that's not gonna happen to me because I have plot armor.
That has been said before, but you don't know the danger. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade.
Okay, I know why they pit me against such a creature, but just for exposition.
A question for those in the tower. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to ask. Maybe someday, so will I.
If you're...
There are others here. Other spirits. They will tell you more. Maybe help. If you can believe anything you see. I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago, but you may have a way out.
So here's the interesting thing, because...
A dangerous spirit is not far.
Yes.
Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
There's a bit of foreshadowing going on, because he mentioned... This is the place where we're going to fight, by the way, if you can't tell by the burning circle. Anything interesting here? That's mouse. I can also press tab to highlight any interactable objects in the world. Stuff's happening. There's nonsense. Main holds and the flames are everywhere.
I shall do it.
There's more dudes. That's... I'm actually a little bit upset that this fight is taking
As you
longer
say.
than this.
Fine thing we've done.
A twisted structure. It looks like some sort of... It's like a cloth flower pot that was put in a blender. And I get a codex, the Black City. What is the Black City, I might wonder? This is the Black City. If you're watching the video, pause and read it because I just want to get this over as fast as possible. Phase of healing, shimmerings over the black. Excellent. Now there's a dude there, a spirit of valor. He's got a little exclamation.
Another
sort of-
spirit this way.
Can you?
I never see.
No, I don't want to talk
It's
to you.
dangerous to be out in the open like this. Not that hiding helps much in the Fade.
What do you know so much about the
It's
Fade?
the realm of dreams. You know that, don't you?
Your beautiful
Everyone
eyes.
comes here to dream, but it's fleeting, and they remember little. But mages can enter awake, and that draws attention. There are many spirits in the Fade. These demons feed on the dark parts of the mind. The Templars in the tower would give them a meal for certain.
Let's keep moving.
I'm ready if you are.
I don't know. Look, okay, look. He claims to be just like we were, thrown to the Fade because he had to face a demon, he could become a mage, but he failed, allegedly.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see.
Yes.
Your mages have devised a cowardly test. better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, than to be sent unarmed against a demon.
You look like a nice guy.
You are not the first sent here for such testing, nor shall you be the last, I suspect. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
Why are you so nice?
I am Valor, a warrior spirit. I hone my weapons in search of the perfect expression of combat.
Okay, so you made weapons.
They are brought into being by my will. I understand that in your world, mages are the only ones who can will things into being.
Yes.
Those mortals who cannot must lead such hollow, empty lives.
No.
Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle. And my will makes that need reality.
Your will is very bright and
Do you
shining in
truly
my
desire
eyes.
one of my weapons? I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, we kind of want the stave. Give me yourself.
How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior. You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong. Very well, mortal. You prove to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon. Go. Prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed.
Okay, so the cool thing is I just bypassed a fight with Valor because, I mean, I could have fought him to get the staff. And it's a very easy fight, but it's this kind of... And I got a staff, I equip it. It's kind of large and big and manly. Look at that. Look at the staff. It's got like snakes and everything. But the cool thing about this game is that dialogue can actually help you avert some encounters as it did. I'm just gonna wander over here for no reason other than I'm curious. Oh look, the game is saved. Isn't that wonderful? I'm moving along, running. Can I walk, I wonder? Yes, I can. No, I can't.
Wild creatures ahead. Now you fall.
That guy's dead. And the fires kind of did him in. Now, you can't quite tell by that fight, but I can actually fire little projectiles.
Be cautious. There is another spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
Okay. What's this? Sloth demon. Ooh, game is saved. That can't be good. Is there anything else of interest around here? Not that I can see. So let's talk to the... what appears to be some sort of skinless bear.
So, you are the mortal being hunted. And the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
Help us?
No
foreshadowing.
matter. The demon will get you eventually. And perhaps there will even be scraps left.
Okay.
It's a demon. Maybe even more powerful than the one chasing after you.
Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal. I tire of you already. I am a spirit of sloth. Yes, a creature of the Fade. Unlike yourself, mortals are ever the visitors here. Still, you serve your function. Only the mortals like yourself are truly annoying.
I thought that was kind of obvious that he was a creature of the Fade and that he's actually in the Fade. Okay. I don't appreciate being called annoying.
Then leave me be.
You and your ilk are irritating to no end. You are aware, a mortal with power and will, the sort of creature that some spirits hunger for. I might be inclined for such a meal myself. It would be interesting to see the mortal world through your eyes, live inside your form. But I am disinclined to begin such a struggle.
Okay, well, if you
Do
can try
not
it.
anger me. My inclinations can change.
Animations aren't the strong suit here.
You have a very nice staff.
That's what she said.
Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be
This
valorous.
dialogue is taking bloody forever.
He looks powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form? Why, most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand,
That's foreshadowing.
little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
Let's call him a coward.
Coward could not have endured as I have. The time I have spent waiting for some possibility of release. But you are right. Hiding doesn't help. I'm sorry, it's the Fade. It changes you. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear. If you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
Yeah.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
If my machine crashes because Sloth is being, well, Sloth, I'll be upset. Okay, well, let's
I
be
can't.
aggressive about this.
You have so much to learn about the Fade, little mortal. You wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend. Answer 3 riddles correctly, and I will teach you.
Oh boy,
Fail,
riddles.
And I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
Interesting. Okay, let's accept the challenge.
Well, this gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
Interesting. A map seems like the correct idea. I mean, dream isn't wrong. An idea, but I think the correct answer is the map.
Correct. Let's move on. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well. What am I?
You would be... I wanna say... I wanna say my tongue. That seems like the correct
Yes,
answer.
your witty tongue. Fair enough. One more try, shall we? Often will I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
A dream! You are a dream! Annoying riddlers. Are you using a book? A spider? Those are not the correct options.
You are correct. Rather apropos here in the Fade, no?
He used the
But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction. So, I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this?
Sevens.
Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then and defeat your demon or
nose-
whatever you intend
It
to
looks like
do.
a mushroom.
I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
I grow weary of your immortal prattling. Apparently I can't connect to the servers for some bizarre, inexplicable reason. It doesn't quite really matter. Hello, mouse. You're a bear. Look at that. Why? Look, wow, look at this bear. Look at him. Look how adorable he is. Can I just stay a pet forever? I can't. That's probably not a good idea. Alright, here we go. Lauren is off to do nasty things to people. And yes, before you think about it, I can go to the inventory screen and remove her clothing, but I will not do that because I'm a decent human.
These creatures have no true reason to fight us. Oh, wait!
So I can get like this, and I can blast the fire, and also blast the mouse. It doesn't die permanently, we're just not using this. The friendly fire, I think.
No corner shall be hidden.
Oh, well, we won. Alright, mouse, let's go. And we're walking, and we're walking. Again, I'm not entirely sure if the recording is still working or not. We're gonna find out in a moment. If it doesn't work, you'll never see this. If you do see it, then the recording works.
There is a spirit of rage.
Oh, it's made of fire.
And so it comes to me at last.
You look like sort of like
Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul. Amusing. Have you not told it of our arrangement, Mouse?
we have an arrangement.
We don't have an arrangement. Not anymore.
And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules?
Apparently.
I'm not a mouse now. And soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
Alright, so, okay. This is the thing that I can also mention. I can pause the game at any interval I like, and I can issue commands. So for instance, I can look at the tactical screen and I can notice that there's a demon here that's made of fire. There's a wraith, there's a wraith, there's a wraith, there's another wraith. We'll kill the demon. Because the demon is made of fire, my fire so I'm gonna position myself tactically. Ow, that hurt. I'm just gonna burn this little bad. And again, I can pause the game at whenever I like, so I can get like cool little action shots like this. Look at how awesome your character looks like. Look at it. We're also getting blasted from the sides though, so that's not ideal. I see. Okay, well, we're gonna use one of these devices so I don't die. Mouse, do things. You're not useful. I can also command other characters as well. This guy apparently used both his abilities for whatever reason. Go down like a second shit. That's fine. We are kind of getting a lot of pain. Right now. Oh, look, he died. Excellent. I leveled up. That's also wonderful.
You did it. You actually did it.
We did it.
When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to... But I never really thought any of you were worthy.
Any of us? There's some questions here that I want to ask, because this guy is a little suspicious. Let's ask about the others he betrayed. That seems like a good idea.
What? They were not as promising as you. It was a long time ago. I don't remember their names. I don't even remember my own name. It's the Fade, and the Templars killing me. Like they tried with you.
He sounds a little bit happy.
You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you will be a master enchanter with no equal. And maybe there's hope in that for someone as small and as forgotten as me. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
That's a little bit of an interesting thing happening over there. We're supposed to say this. Let's say this. This sounds like a good idea.
What? What do you... Of course it was. What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential? You are a smart one.
Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust. Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
Okay, well, I think that's an interesting way to end this particular episode.
Are you alright? Say something, please.
Creeper. Apparently his name is Jowan. Let's kill him.
It's me, Jowan. Calm down. Just try to relax. Oh, I'm glad you're alright. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from Harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
Yes, Jowan. Are you supposed to know? Let's tell them off. I want to tell them off. Yeah, let's tell them off.
So much for friendship. I'll leave you alone then. And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing.
Don't worry too much about it.
Easy for you to say.
Yes.
I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
Yes. Let's see. Well, maybe you're just not ready yet.
I've been ready for a long time. I'm afraid they don't want me to take the test. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens.
What is the rite of tranquility?
You've seen the tranquil around the tower. Like Owain, who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless.
I can actually testify to this. The tranquil are scary as shit. We'll watch for next time we talk to Owain, whatever.
He's been made tranquil. I don't know how they do it exactly, but you're cut off from the Fade. It takes away your magic abilities, along with your dreams and emotions.
Yes, that doesn't sound so bad.
Apprentices can ask to be made tranquil if they fear the harrowing, but the Circle also forces tranquility on those they feel are weak, and sometimes they force it upon apprentices they think might be too dangerous as mages. I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up.
Okay. I should go talk to him immediately.
You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Yes, we can. Off we go.
Did you hear anything?
Yes.
Is
so
she
that's,
alright?
That's our...
Is she awake?
Why do you care? Are you best friends now?
I'm just curious. That Templar, Cullen, said it was
I
the
can also
quickest,
zoom
cleanest
out.
harrowing he'd ever seen.
Look at all this
He
wonderful
says
rooming.
she's very talented and
Yes,
very
I am.
brave.
We can also do
Well,
this.
he would, wouldn't he?
I just know
And
I'll be
set
carrying
fire
out
to the
when my
building.
time comes.
Excellent idea.
Like Wendell was. He'd throw up every day for the next week just thinking about it.
Okay, you shut up. Right, so I think this is where we're about gonna end it. I also want to level up. This is what the level up screen looks like if you're kind of curious. Attributes, obviously magic is important for mages. Means we do more damage and stuff. Here I can take more primal stuff where I can get to, you know what, I'll actually let you decide. That's actually a good idea. I don't have to choose this right now, so you should decide if you want to go to the select sort of the, the fire and ice kind of way, or the healing buffage kind of way, or the anti-magic kind of way, or the death magic kind of way. And yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here, and I'll see you later, alright? Take care.